Hey, it's Lisa. So I plan to come on here with some messages about the journey that I am on, right? So let me introduce myself. I am a mother, a grandmother. Um, I've been a wife twice, and I'm a Christian woman, and that's been a struggle. And this is kind of like what this page is going to be about. This TikTok is going to be about. I am going to be talking about the walk with Christianity that I've experienced, right? Coming into Christianity, coming to know the Lord, accepting Jesus, receiving salvation, all of that. That happened to me in my early 20s. I wasn't raised in a church, didn't know anything about church. My family partied on the weekends, Sundays included. And so that's my story. I wasn't raised in church, and I got introduced to Christ in my early 20s. And I was excited. I was happy. I felt a change. I felt a shift, right? And of course, there was things going on in my life that I wasn't happy with. I didn't have any control over it. And I just didn't know what was going to be my future. Like, I wasn't a planner. I had no idea. I just knew that I wanted nice things. I wanted good things. I wanted to have a good life, like everybody. I wanted to have a good life. And if you don't have a plan, then, a lot of things just happen, right? Nobody says I want to, go to jail, or nobody says I want to be an alcoholic or drug addict or whatever. We just don't have a plan. And so that was kind of like my story. But I wasn't, living in a bad way. Like, I was working, I was a mother, taking care of my kids, going to work every day. But I just knew that I wasn't really happy inside, and there was a lot of things missing. There were so many things I was not understanding about life as things began to happen in my life. I recognized that I didn't have the tools, I didn't have the knowledge, I didn't have the understanding, the things that I thought was going to be like my tools or my avenue for success or achievement, which was the things that I thought success and achievement were, to have a good man that loved you, to live in a nice house, to drive a nice car, you know, um, maybe go places and do things, party on the weekends, whatever. Um, it seemed like there was a lot of interruptions to that plan, to that strategy, right? There were interruptions, there were situations, there were people that you can't control that came, that went, that entered in and out of your life with their issues, their baggage, their stuff. And so as those challenges came up, I was like, okay, what do I understand about, coming out on top of the situation or winning or whatever? And of course, you talk to your friends, you talk to your family, they give you advice, they tell you what they know, so on and so forth. But anyway, long story short, I I was pursued by Christ. I'm going to say I was pursued because I wasn't looking for him, and I did find him, and that changed the trajectory of my life. Good thing, right? It was great, and I was very happy about it, and I'm still happy about it. But entering into Christ and the church world, that brought on new challenges, which is cool. I mean, challenges is what makes us grow. We have to look for ways to develop ourselves, our personal development and all of that. So those things come with challenges. So again, I was, entering into this new world with a bunch of challenges. I was now a married woman with children, and the challenge of being a wife, the challenge of, being successful on my job, like, looking for opportunities to advance, wanting more money. That's always the thing, right? We need more money. We want, more things, more stuff. We want more prestige. We want to reflect achievement, success, whatever, right? We want that fine life, that good life, that, that golden life. You know, we want to make sure that we looking good, right? That people checking us out. We want to make sure that, you know, we driving a car that's not breaking down on the side of the road. We want to make sure that, you know, we have a man or woman that is loving us, like unconditionally loving us, you know, like dealing with our stuff, which we don't even realize that we have, but we want to feel like they're loving us in spite of our ways or whatever, whether we are conscious of them or not, right? So, yeah, I was dealing with these challenges, being a wife, trying to please my husband, be a good wife, you know, hold on to his love and attention, and commitment, all challenging stuff. Especially if you don't have tools, if you don't have, you know, that knowledge, like that, those patterns that has been in front of you to tell you, you know, this is the way you do this, this is the way you do that. And of course, you know, I had learned some things over time. Whew, but what I learned, was it getting me the results that I wanted? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Um, you know, there was a lot of ebbs and flows. There was a lot of times I thought I was winning, that I was on top, you know, and then things would crash. I mean, and that's life, right? That's life. We know that everything don't go the way we want it to all the time, and whether what we want is really the best things for ourselves or, you know, just for life, right? So, yeah, I found Christ, and I had this high hope and expectation that that was going to change everything. Like coming into Christ, okay, now I got salvation, I got Jesus, I could pray, I could say in the name of Jesus, right? I could make all of these things happen the way I like and the way I prefer them to be. All the while, letting go of some of these vices, right? Vices that I have that, you know, I knew I probably didn't need to have, or wasn't the best thing for me. You know what I mean? Like just the nasty mouth, just stuff, you know, hanging out, being sexual and sensual, which I'm not judging. I'm not judging being sexual, sensual, or whatever. But there were some vices that I had, and I was looking forward to, you know, changing some things that I didn't like about myself. So this is going to be a journey, this conversation. I hope that people will find this page and, you know, get involved and, you know, come with me on this journey and this evolution of self-discovery and personal growth and understanding Christianity and where the Lord plays a role in my life, how I connect with him, you know, what that relationship is like, has been like. Interesting. And I think that I'm no different from anybody else. I think that this journey is what it is, and everybody's journey may be a little different, but I think that we all have to get over those same hurdles. Like, you know, in a race, when you come to a certain place, you have to jump over a hurdle. You get to, you know, you run as fast as you can, and then you have to jump over another hurdle. So I think that a lot of us have to jump over hurdles, and we have to face that challenge when we get there. How well do we get over the hurdle? You know, does it cause us to fall on our face? What happens, right? So yeah, I'm excited, and I'm ready to tell my story, and I'm ready to share, and I'm ready to, like really do this thing. And I'm looking for people that understand, that can relate, and ready to come with me, right? And I think that as we go through our journey together, we're going to discover some things that are going to take us all to new places, because hopefully my story helps you to reflect on your story and tap into where you really are and be who you were meant to be, and to discover or gain some personal growth or whatever. So yeah.